Here. Hey, what's up? Thunderbob here, and I'm checking out some more Diablo 2 Resurrected. I haven't focused much on Necromancer, so I decided I would check this out. I did have several of these back in the day. I usually ran like a Skelemancer. This is actually a Bonemancer, a Necromancer who focuses on the right side of the bone skill tree. Usually you're either going to use Bone Spirit or Bone Spear. I prefer Bone Spear myself. The piercing is really nice. This is a single target, though it does hone in on your enemy. And then you'll get all of the synergies, which there are quite a lot of them for these skills. And with Bone Prism and Bone Wall, you get a pretty decent Bone Armor. And then for whatever reason, this person went with Dim Vision. I haven't used that a whole lot, but I'll see if I can mess around with it. And like 1 point all over the place here. I'm gonna mess around with Fire Golem and Clay Golem. I think Clay Golem is usually what people use on this build, but we'll just get some summons out as well just to test them out. And just to show the gear real quick here, that is giving a considerable amount of points to Bone Spirit and Bone Spear. That's really nice. And that's that's like almost perfect. That's got to be hacked. Look at the level on that. I didn't notice that before. I don't like that. I'm trying to test these out to see how these builds would really play at release. So I want to play with legitimate gear, but that does not seem quite legitimate, especially from the character level. And then you got your skill charms and some ridiculous small charms. Yeah. You got Call to Arms for the battle cries.
Not in town.
And what I'm going to do today, we're going to go kill Andariel. That's kind of my go-to, and then we'll check out Act 2. I actually want to go to a couple of areas in Act 2 that I've kind of skipped over. Probably go to the Harem and just kind of see how that works. This is a skill I've never really messed with too much. So basically it blinds them, right? Maybe not blinds them, but it lowers their sight radius considerably. They're just kind of standing there. It's interesting. I might have to play around with that more. But this character's so decked out, like, I don't really need to do that, to be honest. Summon a few things. I can remember all my hotkeys. I haven't played this character a whole lot yet.
Oh no.
I can show you Bone Spirit as well. Both of these skills are going to mostly one-shot with this level of gear, but the nice thing is Bone Spirit pierces, so like a single shot of that, you know, can end up wiping out an entire line of enemies. Look at that. Suddenly, they can't see anything. That's great. I did want to give a shout out to just how great kind of everyone was. I posted my last videos, and it was just before Mother's Day, and I had a personal tragedy at the beginning of the year and lost my parents, and just everyone kind of gave just really good outpouring of support, and just want to say thank you. Yeah, that means a lot, and just appreciate it. I'm also going to put a video together for Poison Nova Necromancer, and also I'm going to try to put together a Trap Assassin. That might not be till this weekend. And I got a Dragon Paladin, which is a character I've never really had much experience with, and seems pretty cool. I did the Telsidin and Tesladin, and I really enjoyed that, so I kind of want to check out this Dragon Paladin. I'm not really going an optimal pathway to find out Andariel right now. I'm just killing everything. I really could just... I don't use teleport as much. Like, if I was really playing and doing, like, boss runs, I would be kind of rushing to the boss a lot more. But, I kind of like to go and play and kind of show off the areas, show off the skills. And I don't feel like just teleporting right to the boss and, you know, throwing a spear at him and then, okay, that's it. I don't feel like that demos it quite as well. But if you guys want to see that, I can do that. And sorry, I have been not really posting for a couple of days. I came home on, that was quick, Monday night? Tuesday night? Can't remember now. And my neighbor was in my front yard. I live in a gated community, and our water comes in kind of at the same area. We've got like an irrigation box and a water line at the road. And let me turn this on. My neighbor was standing out there. I'm like, what's going on? Why are you in my yard? And he said, look at this. And we have, you know, where the water comes in, there's like a little water box. And it was completely inundated with water. Like, water was just pouring into the road. And he's like, yeah, I called the city at 9 a.m. this morning, and this was about 6 p.m., and they still hadn't shown up. And, wow, that's like the worst drops ever. And I'm like, well, this is probably hundreds of gallons, maybe thousands of gallons of water. And he's like, yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm like, well, you could have like called me or something. I didn't find this out until literally 6 p.m. and it started at 9 a.m. And like 15 minutes later, the people from the city showed up. This is like 6, 7 o'clock at night. And after a little bit of research, the problem was on my water line, of course. Not even my irrigation, my reclaimed water, but like the expensive water, as we're on municipal water. And they were nice enough. They didn't have to do this. They really could have just left because the problem was on my side. But they were nice enough to actually dig it out, repair a fitting that was leaking, like replace some piping. It was really amazing, actually. Like, you know, one of those like restore your faith in humanity kind of moments, because they saw my daughter and they're like, there's not going to be a plumber out here tonight. You guys are going to be without water. And they did it all. They wouldn't even, I tried to give them a tip, and they wouldn't take it. And just kind of restores your faith in humanity sometimes, like people going above and beyond the Call of Duty. Probably helped. I work for a city. I'm not going to name it. I don't want like to give too much information away, but I work for one city and I live in a different city, and I was wearing the shirt for the city I work in, so I wonder if they're like, well, you know, you're a government worker, you got to stick together kind of deal, or if my cute daughter giving the police face was enough. One thing I didn't think about was this build is rather mana intensive. Like, I don't think on many of the other builds I've really had to use mana potions, but burning through that mana. And I'm just going to play for a couple of minutes here. I just want to kind of demo the skills and some of this area, which I haven't really shown much before. Let's see. I'll swap out to the fire golem. I'll use this a bit more. See, like, this just doesn't seem as effective at really high levels. You're doing more damage with Bone Spear, and it hits multiple targets. If you can line these up, you can hit 3 or 4 guys. I think Bone Spirit is maybe more PvP oriented. Like, if you can get these shots right, you're hitting a ton of guys at one time.
I am overburdened.
Right, I don't need it. Point, which I didn't need. I could probably throw up amp damage actually and get these skeletons doing a little bit more damage, but there's really not enough points. They're just kind of soaking up damage right now. Yeah, this is pretty effective. I mean, this is a player 1 game. I really haven't ventured into player 8 games. You know, these are characters that I've downloaded and I haven't, you know, played for hundreds of hours to get all of the rotations and everything down. I feel like I'm not quite ready to do these in player 8 games. But that does work. You can actually just type player 1, player 2, player 5, player 8, and it works even in the alpha. I think. One more, yeah, one more level, and then there's the Arcane Sanctuary. I don't think I had a high level Bonemancer back in the day. I know I had a Skellymancer, which they were okay. I feel like mine mostly just soaked up damage when I played with my friends. Can't remember all the characters I made. That's kind of sad. Let's see, there we go. And as I've mentioned on most of the videos, if there's a specific build or combination or area, anything you want to see, just let me know. I am limited to Act 1 and 2, and for the most part I have to, you know, make these characters or download them. And I've had some trouble getting Hero Editor to work with the alpha, so like kind of having to use templates and add items or download character packs. And so like, if it's something really exotic and hard, it may take me some time, or it may even be impossible to find, you know, exactly what I need. But if there's something, just let me know. I'll see what I can come up with. And I think I'm going to end it here. I've just spent, you know, 10 or 15 minutes on each of these characters, showing off how they work. And yeah. Again, if you want to see anything, just let me know, and thank you for watching. And again, thank you everyone for, you know, the kind words and the support on the channel. It definitely means a lot to me. So, good night everyone.